Well, this is going to be how to throw a punch, and it might be different than any other kind of how to throw a punch video, because in all my experience of fighting, I'll tell you who wins. The person that could still be just standing up. And I don't mean like standing up all tough like a god, like a boss. I mean literally just maintaining an upright posture for 2 solid minutes. Not 2 solid minutes of fighting, but 2 solid minutes since the start of the engagement. When some guy shoves you in the chest, stay standing for 2 minutes and you'll win. I'll show you a couple punches though. Let's demonstrate. Alright, hold on a second. I need to get some malt liquor. Now, I don't know how last time you've thrown a punch, but throw like 5-6 punches. It starts dumping adrenaline in your system that actually interferes with your sight and hearing. You notice a lot of people with adrenaline in their system speak really loudly. Just a few punches in, you're already slightly disabled yourself. Same thing's happening to the other person, so you have to maintain your breathing. You may have noticed, you actually see the marks on those bags. They're swipes. I wasn't punching into somebody. You don't necessarily want to hit someone else's body. I've had way more success fighting their arms. When someone's trying to fight you, they're trying to get close enough to hit you in the head or the face or in the nose. Let's drink some of this. You know, they think they're like Chuck Norris or whatever. They're not. They're not Chuck Norris. So as they got their hands out here, like you're already a foot closer to their arms than you are to their head. Beat up on their arms. Start with their hands. Watch them blink. Every time you smack the back of someone's hand, they'll blink. Not only is my hand coming towards them, it's not even getting close. I'm so far back. I'm like a foot away from your head, but I'm hitting the backs of your hands. I'm knocking your hands out of the way. I'm watching you blink. Sometimes, let me put this down. You take 2 fast rights, knocking someone's hands to the side. You watch them blink both times. You go back fist. You knock their hands out of the way, they blink. Feel free to hit their nose because their eyes are closed. It seems like a safe bet. Do not hit the head a whole bunch. It's a ridiculous target. These shots across the face, once you make it past their arms, because eventually 2 minutes into it, I swear to God, if they haven't just fallen to the ground because they're out of breath, totally overwhelmed with endorphins, stumbling around, they've probably been drinking too. The other thing too about fighting just their hands and their arms is people panic, and when you hit them in the gut or the head, they panic, and a certain amount of adrenaline in whoever it is, I've seen them like act like the Terminator. Like if someone gets just like so overwhelmed with adrenaline, they don't feel a thing. They also don't operate very good. Actually, I had one guy like freaking out on adrenaline. I was able to step down on his jacket, and he kept trying to get up, but his jacket was stuck to the ground, and he didn't realize it was my boot. And so I just let him struggle. The longer you let someone struggle while you just breathe, the more you're going to succeed. And then when the fight's all over, and actually it's one of my favorite bits actually is there's nerve clusters. I think they're called some sort of plexus, brachial plexus, I can't remember. But they're right in the shoulders. Like I accidentally hit somebody in the shoulder once, and their left arm went completely dead. Now the thing is, other than, I want to punch you on the nose, because that's kind of what we're doing. But like, I don't want to like start knocking you around the head or hitting you in your gut. Once your arm goes dead, a guy that steps back and says, hey, you know what, I didn't want any of this to begin with, I say we just stop. I'm gonna go unless you're not cool with that. Unless you don't want me to leave, I'm just gonna leave. Typically someone with their arm numb and their hands tingling because you've punched their hands a couple times, they're having trouble closing their fist, they're hyperventilating and overwhelmed, they're gonna give you some sort of positive reinforcement to have you walk out. And that's the ultimate goal, right, in a fight. I love this punching bag, by the way. You see, and once you get them used to that, it's just the huh and the elbow. Actually, I don't recommend using your elbow against someone's head either. But actually hitting somebody with your elbow often helps them, not in the head, but like in the shoulders or even across the arms. Often helps them to the ground. You tend to follow it up with, hitting them with your own shoulder. Once they're on the ground, just step on their jacket. They don't know what to do. Just don't hurt them any more than you need to. Fighting's not about hurting the other person so badly that they'll do anything to get back at you. Fighting's about getting free of a situation and being able to walk off so you can finish your malt liquor. Knife cam, inward, knife hand strike, outward, knife hand strike, fakey elbow strike.